Hi guys, welcome to another edition of What We Do Here. And what do we do here? We talk everything Man United. Post-match, pre-match, watch-alongs, everything right here. Alright? So, where do we start from? We start from the big news yesterday, which was Lisandro Martinez is going to be out for the season. Oh my days. Lisandro Martinez is going to be missing the rest of the season. One of our most important players, if not the most important player we have in our team, because he's quite integral in how Eric Ten Hag wants to play. We know Ten Hag always likes a left central defender to integrate play from the back, and he's so impeccable at that. He's going to be missing the rest of the season with an injury on his toe, which is very disastrous for our season. Remember, I mentioned the last time that we are in trouble, big trouble. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble because we are in big trouble. Man United, we're in big trouble because we have Harry Maguire, who I said in the last show we need to sell him. Maguire needs to leave Man United this summer. We have Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. The Choco brothers are back. They're back like they never left, anyways. Because we have to, use these guys, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, for the rest of the season. And you know what that means? It's gonna be difficult for us to build from the back. It's gonna be back to hoof ball. And David here was trying to get some momentum with his clean sheets. But you know what? I've got bad news for you, David De Gea. You're not going to get any clean sheet to the end of the season. I know I'm supposed to be very positive for Man United, and rightly so, but we are missing a key player, Alessandro Martinez, who's going to be out for the season. You know what? When it rains, it pours. And you know what? Rafael Varane is also going to be missing a big part of the season. He's going to be missing for the better part of 3 weeks to 4 weeks, which is, you know what? I don't want to cry, but I think this needs some tears because you know what Rafa Varane does for Man United is this. He might not be the best when it comes to bringing the ball out of the back, but what he does for you is solidity. He's a very solid defender. Rafael Varane, the French defender, and he's going to be missing us. So we have our key defenders missing out for the better part of the season. I'm scared. I'm panicking now. For real, I am panicking. I'm panicking from the head of the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I am panicking because we are back to the Choco brothers in Harry Maguire and the sweet Victor Lindelof. And I know we're supposed to be very optimistic because what, no matter what happens, they are key players for United, and they always should be able to come up whenever we have difficulties like this. But I'm being very realistic. You know what? We have Nottingham Forest tomorrow, and then we also have the Europa League game against Sevilla in the Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium, and then we have the FA Cup semi-final game against Brighton and Hove Albion. We saw what they did to Chelsea today. I mean, Chelsea's not everybody's cup of tea. They've been absolutely crap this season, but it's Chelsea in their own home stadium, and Brighton and Hove Albion rocked up Stamford Bridge and dispatched them 2-1. I know there was injuries to Evan Ferguson, the young Irish striker who is doing. I mean, United should buy that guy. We need to be looking out for Evan Ferguson next season because he's the next big thing. That guy, everything. He was out injured today. When he had a chance which he couldn't convert, he got out of the game injured. But Danny Welbeck, former United boy, equalized for Brighton. So they are a tough opponent. And now Harry Maguire is going to be suspended for that game against Brighton and Hove Albion due to accumulation of yellow cards, which means we have only one senior defender at the club, which is Victor Lindelof. So what's going to happen? We're rocking to the Brighton and Hove Albion. We are rocking up to Wembley. I beg your pardon, against Brighton and Hove Albion with only Victor Lindelof as our only senior centre back. that gets me scared for real because we have a problem where our season might just be done in the next 10 days because we face Nottingham Forest, which is a relegation six-pointer for them. They need to win that game to get out of the relegation zone. Results, they haven't favored them. Um, Bournemouth beats Tottenham Hotspur, who are also our top four rivals as well. So Nottingham Forest cannot afford a loss tomorrow against Man United. And you know what? They are at home. And when Nottingham Forest is at home, they are a very formidable side. You know, they are a very solid side. And now we're going to be missing Lisandro Martinez. We're going to be missing Rafa Varane, Marcus Rashford. It's not yet back. I know Eric Ten Hag mentioned that we might see Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay back for the game at the City Ground against Nottingham Forest. But we need a little bit of cohesion. You know, the back line is going to change. I think we're going to be having Diego Dallo starting ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka tomorrow, and then we're also going to be having the Choco Brothers. Sorry, but then they stink. Those guys, they are not Man United quality. If you ask me, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, you know what, good options to come up from the bench, but they are not Man United quality. When we need players to rise up to the fore, to play the big games. You know, we're rocking up to the Etihad now. We're rocking up to the Emirates now. You're not going to be confident with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. So these are the guys who are going to be defending for us for the rest of the season. That gets me scared. That gets me scared because tomorrow we need to beat Nottingham Forest because we cannot afford even a draw. Our rivals have lost today. Newcastle lost 3-0 to Aston Villa in the early kickoff. They lost 3-0. They were woeful. I mean, they they played us at St James's Park, they battered us, but they couldn't do any of that against Aston Villa. Crazy what a Premier League is, right? Now Tottenham Hotspur lost to Bournemouth at home 3-2. They thought they had equalized 2-2, and I was saying no. Tottenham Hotspur have gained a point. They've gained a point on us. But you know what? Otara, the Bournemouth guy, he scored right at the death to secure a 3-2 victory for Bournemouth. So what does that make for reading for from the Man United perspective? It means we need to win tomorrow. 3 points. I don't care how scrappy it is. I don't care if it's a penalty. I don't care if it's a tapping. I don't care if it's an own goal. Just win. We need 3 points, and we need to win tomorrow against Nottingham Forest. All right. I know Lisandro Martinez is going to be missing. Varane is going to be missing, but we should be able to do the job. All right. And I'm expecting us to do well. I'm expecting us to perform very well tomorrow because it's Nottingham Forest. I know they're good at home, but we just need to perform well. 2 or a minute ago, I said, I will take anything, but come on, we're Man United. We're Man United. And we are facing Nottingham Forest, who are a crap team. Sorry. I know you guys spend a lot on, Steve Cooper as the guy for Nottingham Forest and all that. I know it's going to be a difficult game tomorrow, but we should battle Nottingham Forest. If we want to be in the Champions League next season, of course we should be dispatching Nottingham Forest by maybe 3 goals, 2 goals. But it's Man United, and you can always expect the unexpected when you watch Man United. So away, from the Man United news, let's digress a bit to what's happening at the ownership. The Glazers, we want them out, and then the Qatari guys, are in the third stage of the bidding process, and also Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Nice owner, who believes he can buy a 69% stake from Man United. But there are some new players right now in this whole bidding process, and it's a guy from the US again. What's with Man United and the United States of America? I mean, we always have guys from the US who want to buy us, and this guy, is called Kalai. He wants to buy, a minority stake, which is, Sky said, it was a minority stake, but it's quite huge. A minority stake that is huge should tell you a lot. And what does that mean? It means that we're still going to be seeing the Glazers at Man United next season, because I think what the Glazers are doing is this: they're trying as much as possible to drag this stuff till maybe the ending of the season, and then whoever can bring in a certain amount of money, and then they will be looking, right up to say, what, we can work with these guys. But we don't want that. You can hear the chants at Old Trafford every time. When the game starts, the fans are shouting, "We want Glazers out! We want Glazers out!" Of course, we want the Glazers out. They have messed up Man United. We cannot compare with the best. Our stadium is in shambles. The Euro 2028 bid was just what? How many stadiums in England? And Old Trafford, which is the second biggest stadium in England, wasn't nominated. So winning the Glazers is just more than just I mean they've collected over how many billions from our club without putting in anything. I can sit here and talk for the next 1 hour and speak for the next 2 hours on how bad the Glazers are for Man United. They are. I want to pull my hair for the Glazers because they when it comes to owners, you look at owners in the Premier League, guys who always want to help. All right, guys who always want to help their club, want to invest in the club. That's not what the Glazers want. The Glazers just want to, like take everything out of Man United and give us nothing. Now they are looking out for guys who are going to come invest in our club, so they remain at the club. You know what it's going to be? I mean, it's going to be the protests. That United fans had before the game against Liverpool, where the game was postponed and all that. I think if the Glazers take someone's money, for a minority stake or a majority stake or whatever crap they've got going, the riots are gonna be every day. We're gonna be having protests every day at the city center, at Old Trafford, protests every day because we are tired of the Glazers. And this new guy who's coming now I mentioned the last time about a Finnish guy who said it's a farce. All right, he said it's a waste of time and it's just another way for the Glazers to see how much more they can get. Oh, welcome, 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 Mr. Finland, because you know what? That is who the Glazers are. The Glazers are penny pinching pricks. They always want to take, they always want to take. How much can we take? And I had something from some of the guys who are actually following this case and this story very closely, is that the Glazers want to live with each family member having at least £1 billion, right in their pockets. That's the Glazers for you. They don't care if United is falling. They don't care if we're crap. They don't care if we are done for. They don't care if the stadium is leaking. They don't care if the loo is gushing out without any health process to make it better. They don't care. The Glazers don't even want to paint our chairs, and make it better. They don't care about the Glazers today. Absolutely not. They just want to take as much money as they can from Man United. You know what? What can we get from these guys? What can we get from them? You know what? Malcolm Glazer, Avram Glazer, enough is enough. Get the money from the Qatari guys and leave us alone, for crying out loud. Leave us alone because we are tired of you guys. We are always tired of Glazers out, Glazers out. We've been going on for how long now? Glazers out, Glazers out. So what? What do you think about these new guys coming in? Do you think what United need right now is a whole like what the Qataris want to do for us, bring in a lot of money and then buy the club 100%? Do you like this? This talk about minority owners and majority owners. To me, is a whole lot of it's a whole lot of crap. If you ask me, crap, crap, absolute crap. We need these Glazers guys out as soon as possible. All right. So that's the latest we have from the ownership and what's going to be happening. We are expecting lots of changes, and more news to be coming, and then we'll always keep you updated with that. Trust me, we'll always keep you updated with whatever is happening at United because we've got our sources. Okay, we've got our sources, following what is happening, who's coming in and all that kind of stuff. We are absolutely right on that. And right now there's a new player in town, Kalai, who thinks he can walk with the Glazers. Good luck, Mr. Kalai. Good luck. You know what? You can go ask questions about who the Glazers are. Penny pinching frauds, that's what they are. All right? So, Man United against Nottingham Forest tomorrow. You can expect more Glazers out chance, and you know Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay. We're expecting them back in the team. And Alessandro Martinez, poor guy. I mean, World Cup winner, right? And Rafa Varane are going to be missing. I don't think Varane is giving me Eric Bailly vibes. I know he's a world class defender and I like him a lot, but come on, man, be fit. You blow the fit, bro. Be fit. Varane plays 2 games and is out injured. 2 games out injured. Come on. He's gonna be missing, and then the Choco brothers are gonna be back. Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. So, what do you think? What's your prediction for our game tomorrow? Do you think we have, everything to actually win tomorrow against Nottingham Forest, or do you think it's just gonna be one of those stories of Man United? Man United, we couldn't take our chances, and then we've drawn the game, and and all that and all that. Okay, so put it right there now in our comment box, and we'll respond accordingly. And don't forget to like and subscribe our pages. All right, our page, or you like and you refer to your friends, because, like I said, we've got good goodies and more stuff for you guys. For it's like a reward system now. If you recommend us to someone to say, listen to that page, what do you think? We're gonna be getting you something very nice and something very enticing. So what? Have a very brilliant day, and keep it locked. Glory, glory, Man United. We expect to beat Nottingham Forest tomorrow. Like I said, a tapping, a scorpion kick, wherever. Come on, we need to win. We need to win, and we need to win, and get up the table and then cement that third position. Because you know what, we're all on 56 points. We and Newcastle 16, 56 points. So we win tomorrow and we're straight up to 59 points. It gives us a buffer, for the rest of the season, because we're going to be having some tough fixtures coming up. After the FA Cup game, we're going to having some tough fixtures. I mean, I know we're sandwiched between Villa, Brighton, and Tottenham Hotspur, and these are very difficult games, and we're all going to be playing that in, like Thursday, Sunday, Thursday. Difficult, I tell you, bloody difficult. Anyways, see you tomorrow. We're gonna be having a watch along. Keep it locked, because we are gonna be talking everything about Man United pre-match, during the game, and post-match. Have yourself a brilliant weekend, and do enjoy your day. Goodbye.